Hi, everybody. My name is Rachel, and I am a manifestation and abundance mindset coach. So, I particularly work with women who are really wanting to get out of their own way, to really move past conditioning, to move past their belief systems that they were implanted with as young children, that are really ready to step up and move into their dharma, their purpose, in a way that not only deeply serves their community and their people, but also deeply serves themselves by bringing them the abundance that they desire through the soul-led work that they do. And I, having been in the health and wellness industry for nearly a decade now, I see that it is so prevalent in practitioners who just don't value their worth. So they work incredibly hard, they're so passionate, they're so giving with their time and their energy and their attention, but they end up burnt out, they end up feeling fatigued, and they often end up questioning why they're doing what they're doing and if it really was the best choice of career path for them. Okay, especially I see a lot of women obviously transitioning, for example, out of corporate into health and wellness, and then they end up burnt out. So this is really one of my big passions with working with people. So I work not exclusively with women in the health and wellness industry, but that is the area that I currently am in and have been in for many years. So I really resonate with people who are teachers and coaches and healers and therapists. So what I want to talk about today is this idea of the universe challenging us, or whatever you believe in, like whatever that higher power is, that it can challenge us to a point where we're clearly not meant to be doing a particular thing, a particular job. I hear it so often that people start to show up to a new career, or like I say, a new job, like creating a new program, moving into the coaching world, moving into the teaching world, and they just meet challenge after challenge, and eventually they stop doing what they're doing with the story that, well, I clearly wasn't meant to do this, the universe is just, the universe has sent me a message, I'm not going to do this is so hard, and they use it as an excuse to quit. And I really love this idea that there is no such thing as failing at something. The only time that you fail is when you quit. Okay. And it's something that I find that oftentimes we use it as an excuse, right? We use it like, oh, well, the universe obviously didn't intend for me to do this. I'm going to do something else. Now, there certainly are times when we are shown another path. So perhaps you begin on one path of a particular, say, career or particular line of work, and then you're shown another path, and there's that realization that, this was just a stepping stone to the next thing. Okay, and that's pretty different. But what I'm really talking about is this idea that we have a story that the universe is challenging us. And what I personally believe, and this is just really belief system, is that the universe doesn't challenge us. It's only here to support us. And for me, my experience, when I started to shift my perspective in this way, really a lot of the things in my life began to change, and I began to relate to challenge in a really, really different way. So I personally believe that at any given moment, we are functioning at the best of our ability. Okay, like right now, I am functioning at the best of my ability. Right now, you are functioning at the best of your ability. Because if you had more ability right now, well, you would be more. You would be doing more, you would be making more money, you would have a bigger business, you'd have a better business, you'd have a more easeful business, you would just be in a different place. Okay, so the reason why we're not where we want to be in life, if you are in a position where you're not where you want to be, is because you're currently functioning at your optimum. You're currently functioning at the best of your ability. So how do we move beyond that? Well, we move beyond that by up-leveling. And the perspective that I personally have is that when the universe sends us challenges, these are not challenges. These are not like ways that the universe is trying to trick us, it's trying like out to get us. It's supporting us to step the fuck up. Okay, because in order for us to move beyond our current ability, we have to grow, we have to learn, we have to expand, and that inevitably means that we will come up against some kind of challenge. So if every time that, or maybe not every time, but if often you meet a challenge that the universe, whatever you believe in, has presented to you, and you chalk it up to, well, I'm clearly not meant to do that, well, you're never going to get past where you currently are. So if you're in a place where you kind of feel stuck, you feel like you've got shackles on, it's like, I just can't seem to get past this point. Well, the chances are is that you're seeing challenges as a massive obstacle that you're not actually using as an opportunity of support to figure out, well, how the fuck do I get through this? And maybe that means that you've got to upskill. Maybe that means that you've actually just got to stop, because a lot of the challenges that present ourselves actually need to be resolved by non-doing, by simply being, by being who we say we are, by being authentic and integral to the truth that's inside of us. Oftentimes it means slowing down and sitting and reflecting. Sometimes it does mean doing. Maybe it means outsourcing. Maybe it means hiring a team member. Maybe it means hiring a coach. Maybe it means taking a program, okay? But we really need to reframe this idea that the universe is out to get us, that it's challenging us, or the universe really didn't, I wasn't clearly meant to do that. Like, if you're someone who continually seems to like stop, not finish things, like start projects, not get to the end, come up with all these reasons why, like, oh, that didn't work because ... oh, I couldn't really do that because ... well, they're all massive freaking invitations for you to up level in some way, not to stop. Okay, and like I say, when I say not stop, I mean not continue that process of like moving forwards in whatever modality and whatever way that means. As I mentioned, that could mean being really still, because most people have a problem with being too busy, being too sort of on. Okay, so really listening to this message within yourself is like, are those challenges that the universe sends me, like, how do I receive them? Do I receive them as signals that I should change my path and I should do something different for the 100th time? Or do I receive that message as, okay, what is the meaning here? What is the deeper message? Am I meant to step up? How am I meant to step up? Because when you are functioning, which I believe we all are, at the best of our current ability, well, how do you get to that next ability? Okay, it's not through meeting those challenges and falling backwards. It's about facing them. It's about stepping forwards. It's about understanding, like, how can I continue past this so that I can break through that next level in my awareness, in my skill set, in my mindset. Okay, so this is very much, so this live actually came off the back of a conversation I had with a client yesterday, where we really dived into this idea of feeling like we've been stopped by the universe, and reframing how we can see these challenges. So this is very much the way that I work with women in particular, but I don't exclusively work with women, in order to get them to the next level. So I really encourage you to look at, like, what is around you. Like, look at your life right now. Look at where you're sat. Look at the home you have. Look at the people you're around, the work you have, the business you have, the colleagues you're surrounded by. And is it what you truly desire? Like, are you where you truly want to be? Or are there some gaps in that? Okay. And our physical, like our existence, everything that we see is a direct reflection of what's going on inside of our belief systems, of our identity, of like how we see ourselves. So if you're in a place where you're like, nah, I'm kind of okay with this, but you're tolerating, right? I talk a lot with my clients about tolerating. What are you tolerating? Because we want to be living a life where we're not tolerating stuff, because the more that we tolerate, the more that we're saying no to the things we actually really want. So take a look and see, like, what is it that you're tolerating? Like, where do you kind of meet challenges and you just kind of go, clearly wasn't meant to be. I'll just continue along this same track, which is, the track that's just getting you the same results that you've always got. And if you want some support around making that change, I have a free training tomorrow, so Thursday the 8th of October. I will leave a link below this video on Facebook. You can also, if you're watching this on Instagram, you can go to the link in my bio and sign up for the free training, where I really talk about what are we subconsciously saying yes to in our lives that we don't want to be there, like things that you might look around and be like, well, I really don't want this circumstance, but I really don't know how to not have this circumstance in my life. So if you are wanting to join this training, let me know. Follow the link below on Facebook. Like I say, go to the bio in Instagram, and I look forward to seeing you on this training tomorrow. All right, have a beautiful day, everybody.